Do you want a gaming laptop that's the bomb, or explosive FPS, or just a fire-looking laptop?
We have exactly what you're looking for right here with this custom laptop. Yes, you heard that right. This is a laptop we bought off Facebook Market, and we're gonna tell you the story of how we bought it, and then of course, we're gonna game on it after a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by our friends at GVG Mall. Listen up guys, if you're a new PC builder or just somebody with an unactivated copy of Windows on your gaming PC, you definitely should listen up because GVG Mall is the go-to place to get Windows 10, Windows 11, and even more game keys.
Activating Windows is much easier than you might think. All you have to do is use the link in the description down below to go to GVG Mall, use code TV20 to save quite a bit of money, buy the key that you need for your PC, and then all you gotta do is copy and paste that code and boom, you now have an activated version of Windows.
At GVG Mall, they also have access to Office keys for those who want to pay for the Microsoft 365 suite. You can get those as well from GVG Mall, and we just love using GVG Mall to activate our personal rigs and also computers we test here on the YouTube channel, and whether you're rocking Windows 10 or Windows 11, they have you covered and will save you a ton of money over buying an OEM key. So definitely check that link down below to take advantage of the awesome deals that GVG Mall has to offer. And big shout out again to GVG Mall for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. All right guys, so the guy is here, he brought the laptop. We're actually gonna, well I say laptop loosely. We're gonna take a look at the laptop and then kind of discuss what the future plans are of this design, because he mentioned how he might want to talk on camera about new models that he's gonna be developing for this laptop, but we're just gonna go see and make sure. Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Good. This is the creation?
This is my creation.
Nice, nice. Matt.
Matt,
nice to meet you. I might just clip that on your shirt, like right around here is fine. All right, so when we first found this on Facebook, I'll be honest with you, we thought it wasn't real. So we first saw it, it was one of those things where it wasn't real. I actually did a reverse image search and saw the Reddit post, and I know you commented on that, so you posted that on Reddit, right?
Yeah.
So what was the story behind it?
So the story behind this was I ended up with a free Pelican case.
Okay.
And I thought, well, this kind of looks very large, but laptop size.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured, I'm sure there's some way that I could put desktop components in it. I went to SolidWorks, started throwing in all the pieces, put it together.
That's very cool. So you just didn't want a traditional laptop. You thought that'd be like holding you back. You kind of just wanted to build something custom, or did you just like PCs and tinkering and you thought it'd just be fun?
Kind of a little bit of both. I used to have a Dell laptop that just did not work very well for me. As soon as you unplugged it, it like idled down to like 0.7 gigahertz as soon as we were on battery.
That's not fun.
So I was like, well, it'd be nice to have something that you could play games on, take it out and do what you want with it for 4 to 5 hours without having to plug it in. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you mind if we take it onto our set and we just kind of open up and you explain to us how it works?
Yeah.
Just want to understand how you built it and everything, because we think it's really cool. Yeah, before we proceed, obviously, we wanted to give you your money for this. We're not just gonna film this whole video and be like, all right, we don't want it anymore. Here's the cash for the actual device. You just open it up right here.
Yep. So.
I've never actually had like a Pelican case like that before. Ah, okay, that makes sense. All right, so spec-wise, Ryzen 7 2700 and was a 2060, is that what it was?
2060.
Okay, and then this battery setup, how does this work?
So this battery setup is made out of 36 21700 cells.
Okay.
I bought those off of some guy on Reddit who said I have a bunch of extra Tesla cells and they were a good enough price that it kind of lined up perfectly with putting this together. So it's in 24 volt configuration. It's about 670 watt hours of battery, which a typical laptop only goes up to 100 watt hours.
So how many hours would you say gaming?
I would say right around 4. Kind of depends on where you're at, you know, what you're playing. I've been able to push it for a full 8 to 9 hour day doing normal what you can do out of it.
That's cool. So this battery, is this an accurate battery readout for it and everything?
It's a voltage-based battery readout, so it is as accurate as you can get by reading that.
Okay, cool, cool. So how do we turn it on?
So the power button is on a very long extension here.
Oh, sweet, okay.
So
okay, so everything turns on.
It's a standard power button, you know, from a PC case.
So then, okay, so we got this setup going here. You said it's a high refresh rate display.
Yeah, so it's 120 hertz, but it's actually a replacement screen for a normal laptop. There's now, you know, people making these driver boards for them, so you can just run any monitor that you want, and so it just runs HDMI and comes up through it.
Yeah, no, this is a unique design. I mean, when we founded the Toasters channel, I don't know if you've seen the channel before. When we first started it, we were really heavy into just what can we build a PC into. That was like kind of our thing. So for a while there, Jackson, which he's actually busy with a customer right now, he would do like picture frame PCs or PCs built in a Lego case or things like that. So when we see stuff like this, it's actually really cool because it's almost beyond what we would have ever done, because we would just use like a Pico power supply and like put that all together and everything. But it's just really cool that a laptop that's actually portable like this could be done And the customization is just so cool. For the channel purposes, we just want to test it, game on it. It'll probably end up being a display piece that hangs out here at this office forever because it's just really cool. But did you want to mention, you were saying potentially you're going to be making a new version of this?
Yeah, so I started this out kind of like my own personal project. I brought it to school. I actually just graduated from University of Cincinnati, and so I bring this into classes, pull it out, and it got a lot of attention. And obviously I put it on Reddit, and I think right now it's sitting at 5 million views. And a lot of people ask me, is it for sale? Are you willing to sell it? Or do you have instructions on how to do this? And I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool if I did.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the early stages of it, but I'm working on, putting together some files for it, some instructions. I'll probably post them on printables right now. And then as I kind of develop next versions, probably one with a faceplate, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, probably a more normal looking battery that doesn't
I love
scare
it.
people.
So like when we read the listing, the first thing we thought without even reading the description was, I want to see if you can get this through TSA.
Yeah.
And immediately when I read the description, you're like, no, that will not work out very well.
Yeah, absolutely not. There is a 100 watt-hour limit for aircraft for you to bring a lithium battery on, so that's about 6 times the limit.
Oh my God, yeah. That is funny. But in terms of just like, yeah, that's gonna be cool to work on a new version. Is there any socials or anything you'd like to promote on like the development of this or anything like that?
Right now, I'm just gonna have it on printables, and from there, see, what kind of the feedback I get from it, see what people are interested in, and then I'll probably keep that updated as I continue adding parts to this version. And then my next plan is this is a Pelican 1470 case. Pelican 1490 case is same dimensions, but it's wider, which right now the biggest constraint is the graphics card. So right now you're limited to about 170 millimeters of graphics card, which modern ones really just don't come that short anymore.
Yeah.
So that opens it up to about 230 millimeters. So that lets you go up to about a 4070 Super. But yeah, that's the next plans.
No, this is really cool. And as always, we'll leave some stuff down below if there's anything after the fact that you want to promote or anything about that. If there's any pages or anything, we'll definitely leave those in the description down below. But as far as first impressions of it, this is really cool. But of course, I got to get Jackson in here. We got to game on this thing. We got to see how it looks and everything. But I really do appreciate you coming on camera and talking about this. I like hearing the backstory of it, and I love seeing that local people here are doing stuff like this, because that's how we built this whole business and YouTube channel, was locally here just doing stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Appreciate you guys taking interest in it.
Cool. All right, guys, we have our laptop ready to go. We just got the laptop from the guy. We got Windows set up and ready. Shout out to him, by the way. We had a little troubleshooting mishap that made him come out here and ended up being something really stupid. So I hope he enjoys that merch. Anywho, as you can see, we can verify the specs here.
All right, let's go and go through Task Manager. So we got the Ryzen 7 2700 8-core 16 thread. We got 16 gigs, 3600 megahertz dual channel. Samsung SSD, it's a 970 EVO 1 terabyte. Can't go wrong with that. Obviously, we got our gigabit Ethernet and the RTX 2060 with its 6 gigs of dedicated VRAM.
Dedicated VRAM, and I think we mentioned it before, but just to double down, this is a 1080p 120 hertz display. Jackson currently has Warzone loaded up right now, and as you can see, we're running off the battery, guys. We are not plugged up or anything, but if you did want to plug it up, it's a little bit suspicious. It's not a normal charging setup. We have to take this connector right here. So we line that up, push it in like so. We're gonna go ahead and plug it to the earth.
Oh God.
From this end, all right, we're gonna go plug it up. This is just a Lenovo 230 watt adapter. And then we have this thing right here, a smart charger that he already has pre-programmed to basically start the charging. So we hit this button here. We go down to start and just ignore that and hit start charging. Just like that, you see the amperage going up, and this thing is now charging. Now, that readout right here is incredibly inaccurate because it says 67%. It's probably gonna go up to like 80 like really quickly. Look at it go so quick. It is not charging that fast. But we are gonna run it off the battery for gaming because most laptops you can't do that. But with this thing, you actually can. And we have some headphones plugged into one of the USB ports so we can actually get some audio because this thing does not have speakers installed. All right, I'm gonna turn off this, I'm gonna stop the charging. So we're not charging anymore. We're now running off the battery.
I do like how it doesn't like normally get like the screen dim and stuff, and you gotta change the performance setting. We don't gotta change anything on this.
Windows just thinks it's being powered by a power supply. It is in theory, but it's not coming from the wall, it's coming from that battery.
This thing has no clue what's happening to it.
No idea. There's so many times in this video, McAllister could just do the explosion effect and it would make sense.
Wait, what does this wire do? All right, guys, we're playing Warzone, and we are currently at full screen exclusive. We got 1080p, 120 hertz, and we're running a balanced preset with NVIDIA DLSS set to balanced. Let's see what type of FPS we can get.
This is just wild. We're running off a battery. Again, that's the biggest thing I have to stress is we're running off this big old battery, which you're saying comparison-wise, what would you say, like, how much is a normal laptop battery
Dude,
for something like this?
This has to be like at least double or triple. I wonder what size screen do you think this is? This 15.6?
I would say 15.6 is what it looks like.
You know, some of the other downside I'm really realizing with this though is how far away I am.
You are pretty far away from the screen.
Because I don't have my keyboard in the typical spot, so I'm having to sit pretty far, and it's pretty hard to see.
Dang.
I can't believe that just worked.
Somebody on this, can they?
Oh, he got me that time. They probably think I'm on like a 4090 right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, third. Huh?
Oh no, I didn't know there was gonna be a freaking third guy. See, today's not about longevity, guys. It's about the experience. Oh, there's a guy up here.
And
yep, that's the
exactly
experience. It played really well. The battery's, awesome. The temperature's amazing. My only real takeaway so far is for gaming. I almost would need to like put a tray over this to get my keyboard on here because I need to be about here in order to really see what I'm doing.
So basically it doesn't improve on the laptop so far. So let's play Fortnite real quick and then we'll just talk about this thing as a whole because it's interesting. It's an interesting device. All right guys, dropping into good old Fortnite. Let's see, what settings are we running right now? This is the first drop, DX12, 1080p, usual performance settings. We'll go ahead and land here. I think I got the shadows and stuff turned on, so I'll go ahead and turn that off. But a little bit of a stutter experience, but again, first Fortnite drop. So let me go through and adjust this real quick. I think, yeah, we need to turn that off. But yeah, not too shabby. It's working. Not stuttering too bad. Just a little bit of stutters here and there, but hey, it's functional. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I'm in here with you, buddy. What are you gonna do? That was a weird move on his part. I'll definitely concur with the view distance issue. I definitely have to really zoom in with my eyes to be able to see what's happening around me. But once I do, it's not bad. The display is actually better than I would have expected. Yeah, now that we've settled things out, we're getting 160 FPS. I mean, still running on battery. The battery readout says we're about at 50%. I'd say we've probably been playing, I would say about 10 minutes in total. Oh my God, I got killed instantly. Jesus Christ. Hey, where are you going? Why'd they run up the stairs so fast? They run up the stairs. Ah! Whew, you scared me. Oh no! I tried my best. I think this is not bad. Honestly, gaming experience, you get the exact from what you think you're gonna get with these specs. And all in all, it's pretty good. Is this a perfect thing that I would recommend you all do at home? No, I wouldn't even know how to build this myself if I was given all the parts, but it's a very interesting concept that we were able to find on Facebook Market, and cool to see someone in the PC Master Race community building something so awesome. And the last games I decided to test on this laptop are CS2 and Ghost of Tsushima. Of course, we had to launch CS2 considering this looks like the bomb from CS2. At 1080p high settings, we got a 144 plus FPS average, and sometimes into the 200s. A very smooth experience, fully taking advantage of that 120Hz 1080p display. And then the last demanding game we decided to test was Ghost of Tsushima, 1080p medium settings with DLSS enabled. We got 70 to 80 FPS. Of all the computers we have benchmarked here on the channel, this is definitely one of the more interesting ones and one of the more fun ones to learn how it works and be able to see how it performs. I think we've had enough benchmarking for today. Let's go ahead and bring Jackson back in here. We'll wrap this video up real quick.
All right, guys, well, from Reddit to the Toasty Bros, this was a pretty interesting process. It was super cool that this guy actually ended up being local. Normally, these are the kind of things you see that you're like, oh, this is some weird, dumb Facebook scam, but it actually ended up being legit, and we just gamed on it.
And we played a lot of games and showed you guys that this thing is capable of gaming, and it's still running off the battery, no problem whatsoever. And we decided to run our 3D Mark Time Spy score, because we always like to benchmark PCs that way, and we ended up with a score of 7,411, which for the price we paid of $675, ends up being a 9 cent per point average, which is actually a pretty decent price performance given what we have going on right here. But all in all, this was a fun experiment. It was really cool to see that this thing existed on Facebook Market. We're able to pick it up and show you guys what somebody in the PC Master Race community was able to put together. Normally I'll leave links down below to build one yourself, but I don't really advise anyone do that unless they know really what they're doing. But if you guys want to learn more about the creator of this device and all the stuff that he's going to be up to in the future, check those links down below. We'll get as much information from him as possible to include in the video so you guys have access to all the future stuff that he will be working on. And let us know what you think of this device. Would you rock this as your main laptop? Would you be bold enough to take this to school? Let me know in the comments down below.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So guys, this one will not be for sale. I think this one's actually gonna go to the PC Bros Museum, if you will. If you ever wanna come in person and check out some of the really cool vintage and weird stuff we have, feel free to come in because you can actually meet us and you can buy a PC.
PCBros.tech, you can buy a real gaming PC on the website today. Something fell in the background, I don't know what just happened. Use code ToastyBros on checkout, you'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later.
Peace.